bring about these kind of schemes in other states, because it's become a complete mess.
Well, Rajdeep, do you want to weigh in on that? You're trying to look for chinks in the BJP armor where the BJP-run states are concerned. You have very well in your own, where you're looking at the Karnataka model.
Look, the Karnataka model will be, the fate of Siddaramaiah will be decided on how effectively he rolls out these guarantees. If he's not able to roll out the guarantees effectively, he will pay a price, the Congress will pay a price in Karnataka. But you see, the template therefore varies from state to state depending on how effective you are. If you're in power, how effectively have you rolled out government schemes? If you're in the opposition, what are the new schemes you will offer? Look at the very interesting thing in Madhya Pradesh. Shivraj Singh Chauhan says, I am going to give now 1,000 rupees Ladli Behna. He earlier had Ladli Lakshmi, which were for daughters up to the age of 21 for their education. Now Ladli Behna, which is for all women, 1,000 rupees per month. What does Kamal Nath do? I will give 1,500. You're giving 1,000 in your last year, I will give 1,500. So the battle for freebies, Revdi, whatever you call it, guarantees will go on. But a very interesting point made by someone who's part of this Congress's election strategy is that in these states, the OBC factor, the backward caste, scheduled tribe coalition that the Congress wants to construct, which to some extent was successful in Karnataka where the Congress did very well in SC/ST seats. We are going to try that experiment here by testing the caste census and lifting, if necessary, the reservation gap leading into 2024. I.e., we will say we will demand a caste census. If we come to power, we will have a caste census, and reservation will be on the basis of the numerical strength of each caste. Because one of the things that the Congress has lost out in North India and Central India in recent times has been this OBC, SC, ST vote, which is critical in a state like Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh in particular.
Which was traditionally the Congress's vote.
And to some extent in Rajasthan as well. So you pitch the caste census as one of your weapons. I'm not saying it will be successful. All I'm saying is that the Congress, at least for the first time, seems to have understood the importance of reaching out to the OBCs. They've understood the importance of a more localized campaign, of taking control of ticket distribution, doing it in a professional manner. The BJP, on the other hand, has already started campaigning for 2024, very aggressive over the last 1 month. They are going across. Every minister of this government, every weekend, is in some part of the country saying 9 years of the Modi government, what have we done? Mera booth, sabse mazboot. They've started all those campaigns. The BJP has the resources, they have the Modi factor. The question is, will that be as successful in a state election as it is in the Lok Sabha? Karnataka, to that extent, offers some kind of hope to the Congress and is a bit of an alarm bell warning signal to the BJP.
Rashid Kidwai, this is something speculative because, of course, the shake-up or the expected revamping of the AICC hasn't quite really happened in terms of the CWC. There's a lot, the spotlight on Priyanka Gandhi itself. Is there a possibility this time that Priyanka Gandhi moves from a campaigner Priyanka Gandhi to a candidate Priyanka Gandhi? Well, at least that's what we've seen. Karnataka, she's the one who gave the guarantee. She's the one who got into a temple of Hanuman to pray. Same in Madhya Pradesh. She's the one who handed out and said that we're going to give you the guarantees. She's the one who prayed at the ghats where Lord Hanuman was concerned. Where clearly it seems the Mohabbat ki dukaan in charge, the ideological, head of it all is Rahul Gandhi, while Priyanka Gandhi is the one who's going to actually run the dukaan.
Yes, I think, Priti, you have summed it very well. The Congress is going to use Priyanka Gandhi as an effective campaigner in state elections. We have seen doing that in Himachal, we saw that in Karnataka, and now she's doing it in a big way in Madhya Pradesh. Remember, the Congress actually calculates, so they don't want to repeat that Uttar Pradesh experience or experiment where Priyanka Gandhi held 206 public meetings and they were well attended, but Congress ended up getting just 2 seats. And that explains my theory why you see more Priyanka imprints in Madhya Pradesh and not so in Rajasthan, because the Congress is quite reasonably assured of its doing well in Madhya Pradesh, while it's not too sure about repeating it in Rajasthan, and that's why Priyanka Gandhi is doing it. Rahul Gandhi is there as a more like a ideologue, leader at large, talking about big ideological issues, taking on Narendra Modi and all. Congress has done all this calculation, so they're going to fight elections on local issues. They're not going to get into this Hindu-Muslim kind of trap. You look at the Congress in Madhya Pradesh is exhibiting a lot of this, so to say, pro-Hindutva, pro-Hinduism programs, etc. So they are making a distinction in what was in
and she's quite unabashed, playing the soft Hindutva card, which clearly Rahul Gandhi always seems wary of doing. But R.K. Upadhyay, I want to bring you in on this. You know, the more pluralistic face, Rahul Gandhi, the more ideological, going and meeting mechanics, sitting with truck drivers. Do you see him, possibly he might not even fight the election? Do you see that shift happening where Priyanka Gandhi is concerned, and if so, is it too late already? Because Priyanka Gandhi hasn't been quite consistent herself.
No, I think one thing he learned during the Karnataka elections was he should leave it to others for campaigning. I think he realized that he's not such a big vote catcher, and it was Siddaramaiah and D.K. Shivakumar who were all over the place. The campaigning was done mainly by them. Priyanka Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi made a few appearances here and there, but then they left the most of the campaigning to them. So probably if they adopt that kind of a method in other states also, I mean, you use the strength of the local leaders, it could give them a better results than it has been possible for them. So I think to that extent, the Rahul Gandhi has learned his lessons, I think, but will they be able to replicate it in other states? One has to wait and see. But in Karnataka, BJP, on the other hand, having lost the elections, their house is not in order. 1.5 months now, and they have not been able to even name a leader of the opposition or the new party president. And there is a lot of infighting going on as to who should be the leader of the opposition, who should be the state president. So, to that, so when you lose an election, you see the wrong side of the whole thing, and how they find it difficult to keep the house.
Rajdeep, I want to bring you in for a final comment. Where the issue of the role of the Gandhis is concerned, too speculative, too early, there's still some time there, or do you at least, they're just going by with what we are seeing. There seems to be a definitive role that both of them are taking over. Do we see Priyanka Gandhi move from campaigner to candidate? Do you see her fight an election in the next 1 year?
Whether it's deliberate or otherwise, you're quite right that there is seemingly a division of labor. Rahul Gandhi does these sort of feel-good events where he sort of reaches out to the Aam Aadmi in a way, projects himself as a leader, not of the, not a VVIP, but someone who will go and meet truck drivers, dhaba walas, will sort of give himself a more touchy-feely, pro-people image. While Priyanka Gandhi does the sort of campaigning at election time, does a bit of what some would call soft Hindu campaigning, those images that you saw by the banks of the Narmada, is the fiercer campaigner. Rahul Gandhi is much more positioning himself as some kind of an ideological opponent to Narendra Modi. Whether this division of labor will work or not, I am not sure. I still believe eventually the Congress's success or failure in these state elections, Preeti, depends on local arithmetic. How well are you going to be able to localize the election, take it away from a Gandhis versus Prime Minister Modi battle into a battle at state level leaders? At least the Congress for once seems to be recognizing that, the importance of empowering regional leaders, state leaders. And that's perhaps the first step. Have what I've been calling in some columns the Pepsi-Cola model. You can have whoever is CEO or Chairman Emeritus sitting in Delhi, but eventually you need strong regional managers. And that's exact. Kamal Nath, Bhupesh Baghel and Ashok Gehlot, all three empowered, and to some extent even Revanth Reddy. In the state of Telangana is far more empowered than many other leaders.
All right, gentlemen, I'm sorry to cut you short. That's all the time that we have for. Appreciate all three of you for joining us.